they came off and knocked us off football, number one, and that has not happened to us this year, but it sure in the heck happened on Saturday. And obviously, as we go through these next 5 football games, you're going to face football teams that can run the football. I mean, starting this week with Cal, with the 2 backs that they got in their front, I mean, they're every bit as good at running the football as Stanford, in a little different way, but because they can get the big play with, with the 2 backs, with Best and Vereen. So, we've got to find a way to slow it down. And we didn't tackle real well. We didn't tackle real well in the secondary. So a lot of work we got to do. We got to get better this week in handling that, and I know we will. But we got to be able to stop the run. And what happened to us the other night was we got behind, and because of plays that they made, and they were able to just run it, and they got some play action pass on us that created some problems. But you got to be able to stop the run. If you can stop the run, then they're not able to do all that other stuff. Those 2 guys are, extremely good players. Best might be the best in the country. I mean, he might be, one time he was right up there with the Heisman Trophy. He hasn't changed. They happen to lose a couple games, but the thing that he does is you watch him on tape. I mean, he made a run against UCLA that was as good as I've ever seen. He took it, I think it was 80 yards or something like that. He broke tackles. Once he gets in the secondary, I mean, he's a world-class sprinter. So, but he's a football player. And so the difference between him and Gerhardt, for example, is that he can take it to the house about any time, and Gerhardt was just a blue-collar guy, just ran right over the top of you all the time. But this guy, once he gets in that secondary, if you don't tackle him right, he can make the big play, and that's how they get a lot of their yardage or big plays in the running game. I got huge concern for it. I mean, you can't have penalties like that, and we continue to have them. And irregardless of calls, you just can't have them, particularly in situations like we did. And I mentioned this before, Montez. I did a poor job of coaching him what the rules were on that field goal. And he jumped and went across the line of scrimmage, stepped on a guy, and it's a 15-yard penalty. And the other one that he got, I assume that's who you're talking about. I don't know. I mean, they take it or leave it. But, yeah, I'm concerned about penalties. I mean, it's affected 2 of our football games, the outcome of 2 of our football games, as it always will. And we've got to be more disciplined, in that situation. We've got 5 games left, starting with this one. And I've said this is a very resilient group, and we'll see how resilient, this week. Because to me, California is as good a team as there is in our league. And irregardless of what's happened, I mean, talent-wise, they've got a lot of talent. So, but we got an opportunity. We've got an opportunity to go out and play at home, and reprove ourselves. That's how this league is. And we're not the only one that has suffered some kind of a setback like this in our league. I mean, there are other teams that have had that happen to them. So how you react to the setback's the key, not the setback itself. Learn from it, react to it, and see where we're at. But we got an opportunity, like I say, to play a top 25 team at home, on homecoming, on Halloween. I mean, but it's at 12:30. I'm sure there are some celebrating Halloween at 12:30. But I mean, it's a great setting for our football team to have an opportunity to come back and do what we do, and that's play football. But we got to play better. We can't play like we did last week, or else we'll get same thing will happen to us. So we got to come out and play better defensively, play the run. We've got to be more productive offensively, and learn from that last game and come out. And there are a lot of good things in front of us. We just got to win. That's the bottom line. Well, they played a 3-4, so I mean that's different than most people. Not as different now as it was 10 years ago or 5 years ago. they've got a lot of experience coming back. The kid from here, Cameron Jordan, is an outstanding player, and they've got a lot of experience. Their secondary is all back from a year ago. They're physical. They run. They've done a great job of recruiting at Cal the last 6-7 years since Jeff's been there. They've got some really good football players. Probably their secondary is as good as we'll see. Their corners are really good. So they just play good team defense. I mean, I haven't looked at all of it. I've just looked at most of the games, and we'll look at the rest of them here shortly. But they're pretty good. They're a talented football team. It's like anybody in this league. I mean, tell me who you want to play from week to week. I mean, that's just how tough this league is, and particularly where we're at right now with our schedule is, we're going to have to step up and start playing football like we're capable of, because this is where we want to be. I mean, we want to, in this part of the schedule, we should step up and play football and win some games. That's where we need to be in this program. Yeah, I've watched him closely for years. His father is a high school coach in the state of Oregon, or was at one time, Foston Riley. And so I've watched Kevin because of the friendship with the father for a long time. And he's a warrior. He's a leader. He's a fighter, competitor. He makes things happen. Has played a lot for as young as he is, and he's what they need. I mean, he's he won that job, earned it, and is playing real well. And if they're running the football, that's good too, for them. But he's a good football player.